Louisville Motor Speedway. Track just 3 years old as Kenny Silver and Andy Vertrees built in 1987. And, you know, they run something like 600 people through their local stock car racing program in terms of actual racers throughout the course of the season. But certainly some of the wildest racing that goes on here all year is when the TNT monsters get to town. You're looking at the Auto Value King Crunch getting a wild balance at the end, but keeping her straight. And what's left of the Clydesdale makes the run just for points. Certainly, Bennett Clark was unable to go full tilt at Louisville Motor Speedway in this first round matchup. So Scott Stevens, knowing what he's got to do, and that's win, will go ahead and finish this run very, very easily and move himself into the quarterfinals, while Bennett Clark in the Clydesdale still has a lot of repair work to do on that truck out of Powder Springs, Georgia. You know, King Crunch, the Auto Value Special, is not exactly looking 100% here today. Enough to win, but is it enough to keep going? Army's with Scott Stevens.
God, I'm kind of surprised you and Andy Brass both come out on what could have been an easy run, and both of you run the trucks real hard. You look like you actually did some damage to yours.
We didn't do it no good, that's for sure, yeah. And I needed to do some hard runs. I didn't do no good qualifying runs last night and went out early. We needed to do every hard run we could, and I knew I got Andy next round. He's going to be real tough. But, yeah, we hurt the suspension again. So.
You don't seem like the same Scott Stevens. You seem like you're tired, or there's just something missing in your voice right now. What is it? You tired, or the heat, or what?
It's just a little intimidated by the speeds they're running this week. I hadn't got comfortable with them yet. You know, the rounds are coming around, but they're not going to come around quick enough, it don't look like.
It was an easy win for the Auto Value King Crunch as the Clydesdale truck just died, apparently. So there seemed to be no reason for it. Chris Chapman's with Bennett Clark. Let's see if we can find out.
So, Bennett, tell us about this dark cloud that keeps looming overhead.
It's getting bad. I mean, if it's not one thing, you get out there, you run, you tear something up. Then of all things, you get out there and forget to put fuel in one. I mean, you know, somebody's going to get the luck changed to them. They got to get some good luck coming toward me. It can't get any worse.
I'm not sure if that was an actual laugh or it was half cry being masked in a laugh, because Bennett Clark is sure on a bad run. And as he said, he forgot to fuel it up. Boy, that's a revelation. Here's the newest truck on the circuit. Kurt Fisher, a former world champion mud racer. He's driving for the Green Boys in the Micro Machine, and he has to take on the old warrior, Gary Porter's Carolina Crusher. Now, those of you who follow monster truck racing know the name Green. John Green built the original Mad Dog. The original Wild Hair was the Bob Green truck. Now they have put their efforts into this truck. It's the Micro Machine, sponsored by Duluth Toys. Oh, look out! Carolina Crusher is up on 2 wheels. He barely gets it down in time to avoid going in the wall. No, he does hit the wall. And Gary Porter's Carolina Crusher gives him a thrill at Louisville Motor Speedway. But it's not a thrill for Porter because he is beaten by the Micro Machine. Oh, my, what a wild run for Gary Porter's Carolina Crusher. Some of the fans at Louisville Speedway, I think, thought they were about to get the truck in their lap because Porter was way up there. Gary surveying damage. Here it is again. Now watch how that front end just kicks straight up on it. And he's completely on the back wheels. Boy, for a minute you wondered if he was going to come out of that wheel stand. And when he did, it was too late to avoid hitting the wall in the turn at Louisville Motor Speedway. Gary Porter, the Carolina Crusher, one more time. If you want to know what's underneath a monster truck, take a good look. You're about to get a full view from the Carolina Crusher right here. Army's going to talk to the winner, Kurt Fisher.
Well, Kurt, you've been in the winner's circle many times before in the World Championship Mud Race Division, but it seems like you're getting a handle on this monster truck race, and you're doing a good job.
Well, Army, we're having a little trouble with the shock system on the truck, and it's causing it to get a little bit out of control whenever we go over the cars, but as soon as we get that settled down, there's not a truck here we can't beat.
You and John Bream and Bob Bream have got the experience in all the motorsports. It's just kind of like getting all the dice to fall at the right time in the same direction.
That's right. We sent 2 trucks to New York this weekend, and we brought the big one down here to see what we can do against these guys. And we're just putting it all together, and once we get it down pat, I'll guarantee you're going to see us in the winner's circle all the time.
Carolina Crusher finished the run after the big wheelie, but it's a very slow time for Gary Porter still after hitting the wall. Almost a miracle to even be able to finish the race. Army Armstrong is now going to work his way over as Gary Porter hops out of the Carolina Crusher to talk to him about a wild wheel stand for the Crusher.
Gary Porter, first of all, are you okay?
I'm fine.
I've never seen you do that. That had to be an eerie feeling.
Well, that was one of the wildest rides I've ever took in the truck. You know, I'm fine. The truck's fine. You know, I was wanting to stay in it as long as I could, and when the front end was up so high, I couldn't see exactly where I was going, and I knew I had to be getting close to the wall, so I let out of it and hit the brakes to bring it down, and I was right on the wall, and I couldn't stay out of it.
Is there a chance that you might get to come back to a brake rule or a quick loser rule or something like that? Because these people in Louisville, Kentucky, son, they just fell in love with you on that run.
I think I can. That's why I wanted to go ahead and finish the course in case, you know, a truck was to break or something, so I could still come back as a fast loser, hopefully.
Does that give you any more confidence as a driver when you know you can go through something like that? I mean, do you believe in the truck more now? You believe in your ability as a driver more now?
I really believe in the truck after hitting the wall that hard and was able to, you know, to crank it up and keep on and finish the course.
Hopefully we'll see you in the next round later in the day.
Okay, thank you.